Morning. Sun Salutations today. So coming to the front of your mat, bringing your feet parallel, hip distance apart. Just feel the weight on your feet. Trying to come to a nice steady Tadasana pose, a mountain pose. Balancing the weight between the left and right foot. Ball the foot and the heel. Inner and outer ball the foot, inner and outer heel. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. As you exhale, bend the knees and melt forward over the legs. Straighten the legs, come to a long flat back. Exhale, bend the knees and melt forward. Stepping the left foot back to a lunge. Inhale. Gently lower the knee to the floor, release the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, float the hands down. Stepping the right knee next to the left knee, coming into a half plank. Exhale, lower the chest, half chaturanga. Straighten the arms, inhale, and sit back, child's pose. Breathing in, and breathing out. Lifting up, tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers, spreading the shoulders, spreading the toes. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Stepping the right foot forward to a lunge. Lower the left knee to the floor, release the toes. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, float the hands down. Tuck the left toes under, step the foot forward to meet the right. Inhale to a long flat back. Exhale, bend the knees and melt forward. Press through the feet as you roll on up to stand, sweeping the arms out and up. Exhale the hands together in front of the heart. Sweeping the arms out and up. Inhale. Bend the knees, melt forward over the legs. Straighten the legs, come to a long flat back. You can bring your hands to the thighs if you need. Exhale, bend the knees and melt forward. Right foot steps back to a lunge. Inhale. Gently lower the knee to the floor, release the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, float the hands down. Stepping the left knee next to the right knee, take a half plank. Exhale, pull the chest forward, half chaturanga. Straighten the arms, inhale. And sit back, child's pose. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lifting up, tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Reaching the hips away from the palms. Reaching the heels away from the hips. Stepping the left foot forward to a lunge. Gently lower the right knee to the floor, release the toes. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, float the hands down. Tuck the right toes under, step the foot forward to meet the left. Inhale to a long flat back. Exhale, bend and melt. Press through the feet, roll on up to stand, sweeping the arms out and up. Exhale the hands together in front of the heart. Sweeping the arms high, inhale. Soft knees hinging forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Bending the knees, step the left foot back to a lunge. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forward into a plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees and bend the elbows. Straighten the arms, inhale. Point the toes, lower to the floor. Inhale, pull the ribs forward. Coming into cobra, just a little upper back bend. Press up through tabletop, back to downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Stepping the left foot forward to a lunge. Stepping the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale to a long flat back. Exhale, melting forward. Soft knees, press through the feet. Come up through the flat back to stand, arms reach high. Exhale the hands together in front of the heart. Sweeping the arms out and up. Inhale. Soft knees hinging forward, melt over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Bending the knees, step the right foot back to a lunge. Exhale, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forward to plank. Exhale, lower the knees, half chaturanga. Straighten the arms, inhale. Point the toes, lower down to the floor. Hands under the elbows, pull the ribs forward. Finding cobra, shoulders out of the ears. Press the hands and knees into the floor, lift through tabletop, and press back to downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Right foot steps forward, inhale. Exhale the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale to a long flat back. Exhale, melting forward. Press through the feet, come up through the flat back to stand, arms reach out and up. Exhale, the hands together in front of the heart. Press through the heels, lift the chest, little upper back bend. Soft knees as you hinge forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Bending the knees, left foot steps back. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back through plank and lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. And downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Left foot steps forward. Inhale. Right foot steps forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melting forward. Press through the feet. Come up through the flat back to stand. Squeeze the glutes. Reach high. Exhale the hands to the heart. Press through the heels. Lift through the chest. Soft knees. Melting forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Bending the knees. Right foot steps back to a lunge. Exhale, left foot steps back through plank to lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Right foot steps forward, inhale. Left foot steps forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, melting forward. Press through the feet. Squeeze the inner thighs and glutes. Hinge on up to stand. Exhale the hands together in front of the heart. Press through the heels. Lift through the chest. Soft knees. Melting forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk back, step back, float back. Plank to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Take an inhale. Bend the knees, look between the hands, walk, step, or float your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, soften. Press through the feet, come up through the flat back to stand, arms reach high. Exhale the hands together in front of the heart. Press through the heels, lift the chest, open through the collarbones. Soft knees, melting over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, plant the palms. One big hop or lots of little hops. Bring the feet to the back of your mat and lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bending the knees. Look between the hands. Empty your exhale. See if you can hop your feet forward. If they don't come all the way forward, you can walk the rest of the way. Just a little hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Press through the feet. Come up through the flat back to stand. Arms reach high. Exhale the hands together in front of the heart. Bending the knees. Reach up as you sink down. Utkatasana. Big toes touch. Inner thighs squeeze. Exhale, melt forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees. Plant the palms. Float the feet out of the way. Plank to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Floating the right leg high, inhale. Step the right foot forward to a lunge, left heel comes down. Press through the feet to lift up to warrior one. Exhale, the hands come down. Reach the right leg through, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot through to a lunge, left heel down. Press through the feet to lift up, warrior one. Exhale, the hands to the floor. One more time, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, stepping through, left heel down. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Plank pose, inhale. And either downward dog or through the vinyasa. Breathing in and breathing out. Left leg goes high, inhale. Step the foot forward to a lunge, right heel comes down. Press through the feet to lift up, warrior one. Exhale, the hands to the floor. Lift the right heel, sweep the left leg through, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward, right heel comes down. Use that back leg, lift up, warrior one. Exhale, the hands to the floor. Last time, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, right heel down. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Plank pose, inhale. And either downward dog or through the vinyasa. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bending the knees, look between the hands. Walk, step, or float your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Bending the knees, reach up, Utkatasana. Press through the heels to stand up. Inhale, Utkatasana, sit low, reach high. Exhale, melting forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, plant the palms, one big hop or lots of little hops. See if you can float the feet back, plank to Chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog. Right leg goes high, inhale. Step the right foot forward to a lunge, left heel comes down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Spinning the palms, reach the right arm up to go back. Exhale, the hands to the floor. Inhale to plank. And either downward dog or through the vinyasa. Breathing in and breathing out. Left leg goes high, inhale. Step the left foot forward to a lunge, right heel comes down. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Spinning the palms to the ceiling, reach the left arm up to go back. Exhale, hands to the floor. Plank pose, inhale. And either downward dog or through the vinyasa. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a deep inhale. Let it out. Inhale a breath. Bend the knees, look between the hands, empty your exhale, and then float your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, soften. Bending the knees, Utkatasana, sink low, reach high. Exhale, press through the feet. Stand up, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me for Sun Salutations this morning. I hope to see you again soon.